Ki Jai. Thank you very much, Divya Prabhu, for leading the kirtan. Hare Krishna, dear guests, dear devotees, a very, very big and warm welcome to our Sunday program here at our Krishna temple in Zurich. So our Sunday program is as follows. We will now have a talk on Krishna consciousness wisdom. And at 5 o'clock there will be a vegetarian feast. 6:15 there will be a guided mantra meditation. 7 o'clock there will be a temple ceremony. And from 8 o'clock onwards we will have more mantra meditation. Is anyone here for the first time? Okay, welcome. Also very special welcome to you. What is your names, if I may ask? Eva and Sharka, like Shah Rukh Khan. But so for today's talk, we are very happy to invite here His Grace Savyasaci Prabhu. Please welcome him with a big Haribol. He's been visiting us in Zurich quite now for a couple of years. He is originally from South Africa, and he also dedicated or came in contact with Krishna consciousness and accepted the path of a monk in 2002. And from that on, he's intensely living this tradition and also sharing this wisdom with the other people, also in the neighboring countries of South Africa, in Mozambique, in Swaziland, but also in Europe and in Australia. And also he likes also very much to also share this knowledge to students. And also here in Zurich, he has been, whenever he comes, he graces us with his presence. And so we are very happy that he is here. We're going to speak on the topic of take and give in Krishna consciousness.
Give.
Give and take. Give and take. So, yeah. So, just for a translation, braucht jemand eine deutsche Übersetzung? Okay, then not. Just I request everyone to please come forward. Please use this space. And I wish you a very happy Sunday. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So once again, a warm, warm welcome to everyone today. We'll begin by singing the song Jai Radha Madhava. I think it will just be put up. Disappeared. Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Yashodanandana Jaya Brajajanaranjana Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Brajajanaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Kunjabihari Jaya Kunjabihari Jamunatira Vanachare Jaya Kunjabihari Jaya Kunjabihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. Nitai go Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Jai Shri Radha Madhava ki, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki. Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bo. So once again, we'd like to warmly welcome everyone. And name is Savyasaci Dasa. I come from South Africa, and I've made a home here at ISKCON Zurich. It seems by the desire of the Lord, some rope is always pulling me back happily. Okay. So maybe a month back, Damodar Prabhu is planning the calendar for September. So since you're coming, so on this Sunday there'll be a talk. What topic? So as I'm moving around, at the time we were studying the book called The Nectar of Instruction. And in that book, Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of this wonderful movement, speaks about the give and take principle. He says there that we have single-handedly started this International Society for Krishna Consciousness, and based on this give and take principle, it is going on. Even though our members are from the high rungs of society, Prabhupada is honoring all of you, and at that time, they are accepting whatever little prasadam we are offering. They are accepting the books, and they are giving something back to the society. And in this way, because of this give and take principle, things are going on. So there was an inspiration there that from one individual who had a desire to give the world something termed even the matchless gift. It is not possible to really estimate the value of spiritual realization, what to speak of love of God, what it will offer the living being. So an undeserved, matchless gift which was given. So we thought that let's find some words around this principle to share today. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam Kamitivachalam Pangum Nangaiti Girim Yakripa Tamam Bande Shikrum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. As I look out into the audience, the listeners, the devotees, then we are thinking about the variety of paths that we've all walked to come to this point. Not just today, but certain points, some of us came in contact with this Krishna consciousness movement. We all have our history. Some of it, we wouldn't want to have it published, of course. But as they say, every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. So the path of bhakti is very liberal in that it doesn't matter where you've come from. Doesn't matter so much what you've done. But whatever you are doing today is creating a different future. So Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, he speaks of 4 kinds of persons that come to render devotional service. You may find yourself in one or all of them. One of them is the distressed. Can anyone who didn't come to Krishna consciousness because there was some distress in their life, please raise your hand. You didn't come because of any distress. Not because of any distress. So 2 individuals were not distressed before they came to Krishna consciousness, so they didn't come to solve that. Those who didn't raise, we take it that life was giving us some issues, some problems. So when the living being is struggling, we need help. So we may think, okay, let me try spiritual life, let me try God. Others in need of money, others inquisitive. Our guests, maybe you were inquisitive to come today, your first time. Maybe there's something that will be offered there. Let me go and check it out. And then Krishna says, fourth kind, they are looking for knowledge of the absolute truth. So because of some reason, we approach spiritual life. And because we have come, then our engagement with the process also varies. Someone was asking, Prabhu, we are trying to share Krishna consciousness with people. We're working so hard, we're doing X amount of programs, cooking, serving, calling individuals to invite them. Yes, some come, they help us to some degree. Some are willing to clean, to cut, to cook. But not everyone is willing to chant the primary offering of this movement. They maybe don't want to chant Hare Krishna. How to look at this, you know? Some are coming for years, and they still are not picking up the practice of chanting the holy name of Krishna. Which, if you were wondering what this whole Hare Krishna movement is about, everything in this movement, the books, the worship, the classes, are just to convince us to take up chanting this Hare Krishna mantra. Because this Maha Mantra is none different from the Supreme Lord. Just as God is all powerful, all knowing, all loving, all caring, all sweet, the holy name is God in his sound vibration come to associate with us. So I said to the devotee, well, Krishna has explained also why different devotees come and may not take everything which is being given, offered. May take a little something. Krishna in the 12th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, he starts with the first class devotee. He says they are undeviated in their devotional service. They are fully fixed in mind. They offer their very life to his service. And he says, how he reciprocates, I am the swift deliverer from the cycle of birth and death for this kind of person. So others have come, we may not be that first class individual. So Krishna says, well, okay, you're not undeviated like this, unmotivated. Then try to fix your mind and your intelligence in me. By fixing your mind and intelligence in me, then you will surely attain me. Mind and intelligence is the software with which we are computing in this material world, trying to make life a little better. So it is absorbed in getting food, clothing, shelter, and whatever else we need. But as the movement is called Krishna consciousness, the invitation is that consciousness of Krishna is actually the objective of where our mind and our intelligence should be fixed. It's actually the consciousness with which everyone becomes happy and solves all their problems. So if we cannot do that, fix our mind, our intelligence, then Krishna says, okay, then try to practice the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. And in this way, try to develop a desire to attain me. So what are the regulative principles of devotional service? There are many. In the morning, we are going through a chapter dealing with the 64 items of devotional service. But it's been synthesized that when one actually becomes initiated or confirms their interest in practicing Krishna consciousness, then it is said one should refrain from intoxication, from gambling, from illicit sex, and from the eating of the flesh and blood of other living beings. And on the positive side, make a commitment to spend time with Krishna. 16 rounds of chanting on the beads means around 2 hours of spending time in the holy transcendental association of God. He has come in this most easily accessible way. Kali Kali Nama Rupa Krishna Avatar. That in this age, the avatar, the incarnation, is the form of the name. So, okay, how many may be willing to take up this? Not everyone. Some, they take it up. And Krishna is saying, okay, you cannot follow these principles. And key thing there is that by following these principles, one may develop the desire to attain me meaning Krishna. So right there and there, Krishna is highlighting that it's not him that we are actually looking for. The desire is not really to attain Krishna. The desire, as outlined before, is that I have my problems. Yeah, I need to get them sorted out. So I'm trying, but I heard this God, he's like omnipresent, omnipotent. So he must find some solution. He may help me. So I have come because I have my issues to solve. Not that I want Krishna and I want to please him and serve him. No. In fact, we'd like him to serve us in some way. Or I have my problems. It's generally the best time when someone's distressed. The heart opens in some unique way. You know, loss, when there's loss, sometimes there's a divorce. COVID-19 did its thing. Businesses were lost, so much disturbance in people's lives that the heart opened that, okay, I thought life was steady and stable in these ways. All of a sudden, bang, it's disrupted. Then people question, where is the river of my life flowing? Maybe I need to look for something more permanent, something more internal. So we are making this point that our approach to Krishna consciousness, to spiritual life, is from so many varied lives and experiences. And therefore, when we come, the question of the dedicated preacher and sharer of bhakti is, how come these people are not responding the way we want them to respond? You know, chant Hare Krishna, come, take prasadam, you know. But they have different interests. They're trying to solve different problems. And they have not come for Krishna directly. They have come to troubleshoot some issues of life. Krishna says, then others are inquisitive. Maybe how do the Hare Krishnas do their thing? Okay, I see they don't use so many chairs, they sit on the floor. They have some altar there, open and close. Someone comes out, waves a few things. Hey, they got their song. It sounded catchy. I like it. Maybe I'll come back next month or bring a friend at their next festival. So inquisitive, check it out, go. Then Krishna says one is searching for knowledge of the absolute truth. Now, absolute truth. That rabbit hole goes deeper and deeper and deeper still, and it has no end. In fact, just as one thinks, there, I know, that knowledge reveals how much they don't know. So those who really know feel they don't really know so much. Krishna says that person is very good. I like that person. Because they are interested in knowledge of the absolute truth. And they may come to find out, oh, absolute truth, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan, he is all-pervading Brahman, is the light, the energy that pervades everything. Or they discover, oh, he's in the heart of everyone. Okay. within me there's a well-wisher, a friend, a witness, a guide. And they may discover also that the effulgence, the energy, is coming from a personality, a person who has a form. Some of his forms, many hands, Vishnu forms, Narayan forms. Generally, our view of Hinduism, coming from a Christian background, was that, wow, in Hinduism, there's a lot of people with more than 2 hands. That was very clear, that it's really otherworldly. There must be a lot of things they need to do. So it was interesting for us coming from the TV game world. It's kind of like, okay, interesting characters. So, oh, those are called Vishnu and Narayan, we learn. And then we understand, oh, then there is also the forms where it's 1 face, 2 hands, 2 legs. Kind of looks like us. Is this what the Bible meant by we are made in the image of God? Then we find out, what is this Krishna? What does he do? And Krishna, he just smashes all our conceptions about who and what God is. We may have some moral understanding. He must be all good. Yes, he is all good. All-knowing, yes, all-powerful, all-attractive. But he is also supreme in all the things we may consider negative. This morning we were discussing Krishna, the great thief. That God, he is the greatest thief. Great in everything, including thievery. That's what it means, complete. But this, how? What do you mean? So first of all, if we accept that he owns everything, then what is the question of accusing him of stealing anything? Actually, it is us who don't own everything and claim possession of some things that are actually suspect. There's some criminality there. Because if we check, at birth, nobody brought anything with them. No fridges, no cars, certainly no microwaves, no mobile phones. Just crying, really, confused. Where am I? What is this place? Until some others, oh baby, so nice, so cute. And then we thought, oh, seems like there's a couple of people here who are concerned about my every movement. So many servants. Everyone wants to carry me. They're fighting over anything I do. They're focused, concerned. And it connected to the motive that Krishna already explained in Gita. He said, earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, force, ego. These are my 8 separated material energies. So anything in this world is a combination of these elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether. You may call it table or microphone or car. It's just a combination of these things. Krishna says, these are mine. They are also subtle. The mind, the intelligence, whatever is being used to manipulate and shape-shift this energy and name it different things is also my energy. But then he says there's another, a superior energy of mine. It is a living energy. The living beings are that spiritual higher energy. But Krishna says they are trying, this is their modus operandi, they want to exploit the resources of the inferior energy. So right there, our motive has been laid out. We have come to take. We want to take. So our gaze at everything is how to lord it over, how to control, bring it here and keep it here. And move away. This is mine. So individuals do it, families do it, societies, nations. Prabhupada says, like dogs, woof, woof, woof. The dog chases you away. Hey, get out, this is my master, my territory. Mine, mine, mine. This mind is coming from I am this body. I am this mind. Mistaken identity. So mistaken in our identity, polluted aim of life, exploitation of the resources, trying to take that which doesn't belong to us and becoming attached to it, ready to fight and die for it. This is the material principle. This is the platform upon which our lives are unfolding. Therefore, all the distresses are coming. Now we have come to inquiring about spiritual life, and so it takes some time, depending how much implicated we are in this type of consciousness we've just discussed, that the living being is willing to take the essence. So the spiritual master, the acharya, the saintly persons, they know the difficulties of material consciousness, and they come to give some method, some practice that will very quickly extricate us from the suffering condition. So Lord Brahma surmised, after studying the Vedas 3 times, he's like, his body is made of intelligence. And not only that, he has 3 heads. So there's a lot of compute power going on there. He says, Iti soda shakam nam nam kali kalma sana sanam nata parata ropaya savevedeshe drishyati. After studying all this Vedic knowledge, Veda means knowledge, all knowledge that is available, I've come to understand that what will bring individuals to their highest platform of good, self-realization, is these 16 syllables. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But we've got trust issues. Yeah, we've got trust issues, right? Yeah, Brahma. Who's Brahma? What does he know? Where did he study? From which country is he from? Governments have told us things that were not really true. 911. Hint. So many things we have seen that were advertised as true. I love you. I will love you forever. Marry me. 2 months later, can't stand you. I never want to see you again. Get out of my life. And I want to take the kids with me. So then we trust less and less. We doubt. So that is welcomed in Bhakti. Yes, come as you are with your trust issues. But don't just trust and be and sort of be a bystander. This is the laboratory where we make the experiments. Okay, they say chant this mantra, that it will make my life better, improved. In so many ways we can advertise. But if we don't make the experiment ourselves, then how can we stand on all 10 and say, no, it's not for me? So we are invited to make this experiment. So Srila Prabhupada, he's acknowledging there ingratitude in that little purport of Nectar of Instruction, that alone he could not have done everything that has come. He's acknowledging all of us that are coming forward. Therefore, he's appreciating whatever it is that we're giving in this Sangha association. That because we are willing to take something from the offering plate, this giving and taking is what is growing the movement. So we may feel, okay, what abilities do I have? What can I really offer? That's the other side. I have no special talents to offer. But Krishna is not really interested in the abilities on their own. But he is interested in the availability of our hearts. Krishna is looking for devotion and love. So in 926, again, Krishna, the most liberal, he's basically inviting everybody, and he's saying no one is disqualified. We have a tendency to disqualify ourselves. It's like a nice excuse. Someone says, you know, me, I like that when I do something, I do it 100%. So, you know, right now, because I cannot just go in 100%, I'll wait. So they walk off a little like, it's like virtue signaling, you know, I'm like such a good person, I'm like 100% type guy. I don't want to waste this chanting, and because when I do it, I'm going to do it so 100%, you even won't be able to stand my devotion. So then they want to walk away feeling like, nah, it's because I'm principled that I'm not going to start now. Or others say, oh, so many paths are there advertised, you know. How are we to know which one is the true path? But that one sounds very sincere, right? It's confusing. So much on the marketplace. So, you know, why should I take up this chanting? First, I must go to the shopping mall. And not everyone who goes to the shopping mall buys, mind you. There's a lot of window shopping there. Just looking at things, and sometimes even entering the shops, you get the salesperson's anxious, you know, maybe I'm going to make a sale, and they come around, nah, I'm just looking, please, just give me a chance, I just want to look. I look for 1 hour and leave, not buy. It's everyone's right to window shop and to look. So also spirituality, yes, window shop, check it out. But life is not about window shopping. Buy something at some point. So here's Krishna consciousness movement. Window shop, we have come. But what's the main product? Krishna. We are offering Krishna consciousness. And what is the most efficacious way to develop Krishna consciousness is to develop love for Krishna. So Krishna is saying, I'm interested in love. I love you unconditionally. But you love my earth, water, fire, and ether. You love my things. And then you love the byproducts of your own body. Oh, these are mine, these are mine. I love them. But you don't really love me now because you have become infected by material consciousness. So he says, look, easy. Easy, come here, come here, come here, come. If one offers me with love and devotion, already some people exiting, nah, I don't have any love and devotion. No, you do. There wouldn't be anyone next to you. No one would stand you if you had no love and devotion. We do show love and devotion to so many things and persons. But those we think are ours. Like now, we're in a civilization of love and devotion, not for God so much, but for dogs. Have you noticed that dogs are like living it up? Your dogs are doing better than most humans in terms of being showered with affection. Humanity is so starved with love that they want to reciprocate, and the dogs are outdoing humans in being there to accept love and affection. There. So we have love and devotion, otherwise we would not be picking up the stool of dogs on the street. Just the other day I was seeing a gentleman, he's got a job, money, he's got people who respect him, but he's picking up the stool of a dog because it's the etiquette that we've agreed upon. You know, this is civilized, you must pick up after your dog. But maybe some people who are probably so-called uncivilized, ask them in the jungles of wherever. When they see this, they'll be like, what is this? Pick what? And he keeps it with him. So devotion is there. Love. I love my dog. And nothing against dogs. Please, love your dogs. Protect them. Take care of them. But understand that if you spin the word around, there you will profit the most. If we can have love and devotion for dog, then if we have for God, wow. So Krishna is saying, offer a leaf, a flower, water, or fruit with love and devotion. If you offer this, I will accept this. Is that too much to ask? What do you think? No. This movement started when there was no budget to buy so many beautiful flowers and make garlands. The devotees were infamous for discovering that the neighbors and the parks and the cemeteries had flowers. And they would go and repossess. They belong to Krishna, let's get them and offer them to Krishna. Of course, to the disdain of many and anger. But yes, so flowers, you can find a flower here and there. Not difficult thing. Water, leaves. I mean, Krishna is like, he is at this point, he's begging us for love. If someone comes to you and is saying, look, I'm not looking for much, you know, even if you have like 5 minutes every month for me, this would be good, you know. Even if you don't call me, I'll call you, you know, just hang around with me, you know, just, yeah, we think, oh, pathetic, this is such a, he's so thirsty, they say. But the Supreme Parent, Krishna, this is genuine love. He has deep affection for us. He knows us. And he doesn't want to see us loiter here picking up dogs too. So he makes the eligibility to reconnect very easy. Some offering must be made. Give a little something. So this is, you give something. So what we are giving, fruit, flower, water, Krishna wants to give himself to the devotee as they become more and more absorbed in connecting their lives with the pleasure of the Supreme Well-Wisher. So, like the billboard said, it all started with the phone call. It was a billboard advertising one cell network in South Africa. It all started with a call. So we want to urge everyone to make a very serious note of what is the best thing that is being given here, that we should be grabbing with both hands. First, it involves the tongue. So this tongue has these two dimensions to it. It can liberate us and it can bind us. How it can bind us or keep us in material existence is when we eat indiscriminately. The Bhagavatam is quite strong scripture. Love also sometimes is tough. There's a 16-year-old self-realized boy. He talks about 4 mentalities. And one mentality is hog mentality. The hogs, they eat any and everything, whenever, however. We won't mention some of their favorite things. So it said the one who eats without discrimination is possessed of this hoggish mentality. And so the tongue, instead of pulling us down here at the end of this program, there's very nice Krishna prasadam. Eat as much as you are able. It is connected to Krishna, it will purify. And with the tongue, we say so many things, as I'm doing, but speak those things that are connected to Krishna. Then that will free you. Otherwise, if we're just talking about the details of the prison, the material world, that reacts and binds our consciousness to this world. We become more and more attached. The more we think about the cricket star, the more we become conscious of him. So here we're trying to be conscious of Krishna. So tongue must vibrate the name, the fame, the glories of the Lord, must eat food which has been offered to Krishna. That was the invitation. Krishna is saying, just offer something in love. When it's offered to him, it is spiritualized. When we don't do that, we become bound. So the offering is, please take these books which are full of all details of who is God and what's his mission with us. Here we ask, who made this world? Why is it so complicated? Why do I have to suffer? Why do things always come to an end just when they're going? So many questions we have. These books are giving detailed understanding who we are, where we are, what are the problems, how can they be solved, especially what is love, and how can we reconnect to that loving relationship. And so, to underscore the point of everyone is qualified, many examples have been given. Someone said, well, I'm too young. Like this gentleman there. He's absorbed in young things. That's just the nature. So you think whatever this Prabhu is saying, you know, I got my coloring to do. So we find 5-year-old Dhruva. He's also young, but he was mistreated and he felt the sting of that harsh word. Stepmother said, get off your father's lap. You don't deserve to sit on the lap of the king. You will have to take birth again in my womb to sit on your father's lap. He thought, what? I'm a prince? You telling me I can't sit on my father's lap? Anyway, you are puffed up because you are queen of this king and you think all this is so glorious. I'll get a kingdom bigger than my father's. Forget my father, even bigger than my grandfather's. His grandfather is Brahma. He's the head of the whole universe. So he wanted more than the universe, 5-year-old. Where can I get this? Mother is, oh son, it's impossible. But anyway, if you insist, people have said, sages, they go to the forest to meditate on the Supreme. He can grant any desire. The boy was off. Saint stops him. What is this half and puff? Where you off to? Go and play. He said, please, if you cannot help me with my desire, get out of the way, Sadhu. What is it? Why are you so bothered? He told the incident, he told his desire. Then the saint gave him mantra, gave him a spiritual practice. This is how you connect to the possessor of everything. This is material desire, heavy, big. But he could have, we can all say, oh, he was too young. So age is not a bar. Dhruva did it. After he meditated, he saw the personality of Godhead. And he was embarrassed. I desired all this stuff. Now that I see you, you are like a transcendental jewel. My desires are just like broken pieces of glass. I don't want this anymore. Now I have the greatest thing. Oh, I'm not beautiful enough to go there. Where was Kubja's beauty? Kubja is a hunchback in Mathura. Her fame was that, look at her, bent like this. But when Krishna approached, she was eager to offer something to him. Krishna wanted to dress up snazzy and smell fancy because he was entering the city. She was willing to offer something. So again, she offered what? Some scents. She gave some invitation, come to my place. And Krishna eventually made her the most beautiful girl. Sudama. Someone will say, I don't have any money, I'm broke. I'm afraid if I go there, somebody will come around with some bowl to collect something. Or maybe here, I don't have money to give. You're sitting next to that box. Yeah, behind you. See that box? Yeah. That box. That box is just patiently waiting for spare change. Tram money. Just throw it in there for Krishna. Lose something. Krishna is so kind, he doesn't demand, like sign a contract. If you step into this door, we want X amount of francs. He leaves it to you. You donate. So sometimes we think, I'm not compelled. I don't want to give begrudgingly, I will wait for when I'm transcendentally inspired to give. In that way, excuse ourselves to keep it mind for me. So Kamsa's washerman, Krishna said, so much cloth, so nice cloth. Spare some cloth for us village boys, we want to look good for the city. The washerman said, nonsense. Many have been killed just for thinking like this. This is the king's cloth. How can you desire the king's cloth? King's cloth. So he would not give. Give and take. So Krishna thought, this body you have the piety to have met me face to face, and still you will not give a little something. So I will take your head off. He removes that body that it's in his way. He's got software that's not right. He cannot do the right thing. But by being killed by Krishna, he is benedicted. Sounds weird, eh? I don't want to die. You will die. Everybody, 100% death rate. Nobody will make it out. I'll make it out where this body will betray us. It is betraying us as we speak. So, being killed by Krishna is like, but he does it, it's not like he's just this, himself personally, killer, he's just hunting you. He's got laws. Time. He admits in Gita, time I am the destroyer of all the worlds, and I've come to destroy everyone. Except who? You, the Pandavas. What was special about them? They were devoted. And anyway, he says, declare it boldly, my devotees are never vanquished. So even if we are taken out of this service station, this body, our service is guaranteed. We know we're getting a better 2.0, 3.0 version of a body, where we won't be struggling. I'm sitting too long, now I cannot listen so much, too much, hungry. No, spiritual body. So everyone is qualified. This is the point. There is some ability. Krishna has said, I'm the ability in man. So there is something that we can do, something that we like, some problems we are excited to solve. We need to connect that with the mission of Krishna consciousness. And so that facility for us to take transcendental association, transcendental impressions, take transcendental association. Prabhupada used the word, take advantage of this. And you note that, take advantage. Generally, we don't want people to take advantage. You come here to my house, I man mark you. You know what you where is he? You don't know what he's. You want to see. You don't want people to take advantage of your facilities without. So, but here he has created a society where come one, come all. Accept whatever facilities we're giving you. Take advantage of them. And the chained victimization of the material energy. Go back to the land of love. And it's not just you'll get that when you die. Start now. This movement is jumping right now. The feast is not far away. It's just Kirtan is, everything is live. If only we will avail ourselves. So to that preacher, I said, our job is to be patient, compassionate, meet everyone with a sense of equality, and be tolerant. Everyone is coming for different reasons, and therefore how they get involved also will be different. So we have to keep fanning that spark. Let them continue to plug in and take advantage of this. But at the same time, we have to be also in their ear that it's give and take. So try to give more of your time, try to give more of your mind, your words, your body in the service of Krishna, and Krishna will give himself to you. He will give you life eternal. So we thank all of you for spending time with us this afternoon. Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaur Premanande. Vanchakalpa Krishna Nivas Devacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo.
Thank you very much, Savyasaci Prabhu, for speaking on the give and take principle. And we are happy to invite you again next year to Zurich. Just information for you. Next week, there is a cycling championship happening in Zurich. And from Wednesday till Sunday, this Bergstrasse is going to be affected by the championship. So this street will be actually blocked, and the access to the temple will be a little difficult. So actually, for those of you, please check out the website of our temple. There we have the information how you can